Hi, our dearest viewers. You're welcome once again to the Zealot School of Marketing channel. And if you are coming across our channel for the very first time, you're welcome. You're in the right place. We simplify marketing. We teach marketing to beginners, young people who are trying to learn a skill, to marketing professionals who have some challenges here and there, or just want to refresh their knowledge to become better marketers or better marketing professionals, and to entrepreneurs who want to also improve their marketing and the right resources to their marketing staff. You're very welcome. We have a wealth of resources and videos for you, and this channel exists to simply help you make more profit by being more effective in your marketing. If you have not liked our video, this is a good time to like this video, to hit the subscribe button, and to hit the share button. Share it to your loved ones. You know, someone who is an entrepreneur or someone who is in marketing. It's a good time to share this video with them, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos or subsequent videos, because trust me, there's a whole lot of treasure where this came from. So today we are going to be taking some of the FAQs from our last class, that's questions and the answers to those questions that reflect common pain points for marketers and business owners with relation to choosing the right marketing channels. So as we make it a custom to answer questions that are asked in our comment section, and questions that we believe that the answers to would help you become a better and more effective marketing professional. So this is a good time to grab your popcorn, your notepads, your writing materials, and your Pepsi, and then let's get right to it. Of course, after you have subscribed to our channel. Okay, so the first question we have here today is, how do I know which marketing channels are right for my business? This is a very popular question. It's a question that a lot of us have asked at some point or are asking even right now. How do you know the right marketing channels for your business or for your brand? Now, the answer to this is you should start by understanding where your audience spend their time online. Remember, from the beginning of our classes, we talked about marketing as being able to connect to your audience, deliver value to your audience, lead them down your marketing funnel. Marketing is all about your audience, because your audience will eventually become your customers. A part of your audience are already existing customers, but a part of them are prospective customers that you're looking to convert. You're looking for you to make sales to them, for them to purchase, right? Take an action and to buy what you sell, either the product you sell or the service you sell. So you see that customers, they are like the core of everything that you do in marketing. So you have to figure out and understand where your audience, your target audience, the audience that have the potential to buy from you, because you don't want to advertise to an audience that cannot buy from you. Maybe they don't have the funds, they don't have the resources, or they don't have the problems you're trying to solve. So your audience, you have already discovered that these people are your audience. Where do they spend their time online? Research your target demography and then look at how they engage with the different platforms. So whether it's social media, whether it's email, whether it's search engines or something else, always just ask yourself, what type of content does my audience prefer? If they enjoy videos, for example, then YouTube or TikTok might be a good fit. Also, you have to consider your marketing budget and the resources you have available to manage each channel. So after figuring out what your audience enjoy, your demography, are they younger people, are they older people, are they middle-aged people, are they males, are they females? These things help you to know the channel, even the timing, because of course most men go to work in the morning, close in the afternoon, they'll probably be free in the evening, and then kids are at home all day during holidays. So those are things you need to know. So in understanding your audience, you know the kind of content they prefer, the platforms that have those contents that they prefer, and then you also have to look at your marketing budget, the resources you have available to manage each channel, because you don't want to spread yourself thin. You don't want to be on every channel, right, and not make a huge mark on any particular channel. Now, the next question we have here that we'll be answering today is, what if I can't afford to be on every marketing channel? How do I prioritize? I'll ask it again. What if you now that is asking the question, what if you cannot afford to be on every marketing channel? How do you prioritize, right? So you don't need to be on every channel to be effective. That's the truth. There are a lot of channels right now. There are over 10, 14, 15 of them right now, even the ones you've never heard of, right? So, but you just need to focus on the channels that have the highest engagement with your target audience and align with your business goals. I'll take that again. Just focus on the channels that have the highest engagement with your target audience and align with your business goals. Start with one or two key platforms. That's the secret. Social media marketing. Don't start with everything. Start with one or two. Do well. Do those two very well. And then you scale as you grow. Now, when you prioritize based on your audience behavior, which means you have to understand your audience behavior first. When you prioritize based on your audience behavior, your content type, and your budget, these things will help you. They'll help you maximize your resources, and it will help you avoid spreading yourself too thin, which is a danger that a lot of businesses face. And then you feel like social media does not work. No, social media works, but you just have to be strategic and effective with how you use social media. The next question we have today is, I have tried several marketing channels, but none of them seem to be working. What should I do? I'll take it again. I've tried several marketing channels and none of them seem to be working. What do I do? Alright, so if none of your channels are working, it may be time to revisit your strategy, because remember, there are people on those channels who are making a whole lot of profit, a whole lot of sales. So the channel is not the issue. The issue most likely is with your strategy. Look at your analytics. That's another thing we'll teach you in subsequent videos, how to understand your analytics, how to interpret your analytics, and how to utilize your analytics actually as a source of insight to either improve, increase, or reduce certain things that you are doing in your marketing. When you know how to understand your analytics, you're able to figure out where the disconnect is. And it might be that you're not targeting the right audience. Maybe your content is not resonating with your audience. Or maybe you're not optimizing your channels properly, right? Maybe any of a host of different things. There might be different issues. It might just be something really small. The way we say a small, tiny yeast would affect the whole floor, or one bad egg will spoil the rest. It might just be one little issue you are having that's actually ruining all your other efforts and making you waste all of your budget, your marketing budget. Right? So when you know how to interpret your analytics, you'll figure this out, and then you can go on to experiment with other formats, other platforms, tweak, improve, add, subtract, right? And sometimes it takes time to see results. That's another thing. So you have to also be patient with your results. So you can't give it to a baby in a month or 2 months. It has to be 9 months. That's how marketing is, because you're nurturing relationships too. So these things take time. You're trying to build trust. You're trying to get people to believe in your brand, and then also to get the right time when they need the solution you are offering. Some of these things take time, right? So, but don't be afraid to experiment. Marketing has in fact, it's seasoned with so much experimentation. You have to try, you have to learn from every trial. Don't waste your experiment, don't waste your trials. And then don't be afraid to pivot or to try different approaches based on your data. Another thing you can do is, if there's a brand you admire, there's a competitor, they probably do the same thing, a very similar thing with you, you can also learn from them. You can follow them and then just see what they do, and then add that to your strategy as well. All right, so the next question is, how can I track the success of the marketing channels that I am using, right? So you can use your analytics tools like Google Analytics, social media insights, or email marketing platforms to track key metrics such as your engagement, your conversions, and your ROI, that's your return on investment. So remember, engagement is also something here. So how are people engaging with your brand? But of course, we don't want to stop at engagement, but it's a good place to start, and then you move to conversions. Conversions can actually happen without much engagement on your post, but engagements will help you get feedback, more feedback, because even people that are not buying right away would engage or can engage. So that lets you know you're doing something right. And then conversions, and then your ROI. Now these metrics would show you which channels are driving the most traffic and sales, right? And then also you can set clear goals for each channel and monitor how well you are achieving them. So how many followers you want to get, how much engagement you want to get, a lot of things in the analytics space that you can actually measure and track, and then you adjust your strategy based on what's working best. You can also in your survey ask them, how did you first find out about our brand? I know you must have filled a survey or a questionnaire that asks that question. Sometimes it's just to track what they are getting right, so they know what to improve on. Not necessarily so that they say, oh, let's stop Instagram and focus on Facebook. No, but it simply says, okay, you're figuring out Facebook, so now you probably need to go and figure out Twitter, or you need to go and do more on Instagram. If nobody says they found you from Twitter, then you know that you are going to figure out Twitter. Next question we have today is, I am a small business owner with limited time. How can I manage multiple marketing channels effectively? I'll take it again. I'm a small business owner and I have limited time. Yeah, most small business owners have limited time because you're doing everything yourself. You are your salesman, you're your marketing person, you make your products, you are your operations, you are your delivery. We get it here because it can be very burdensome, cumbersome, and tiresome, right? So how can you manage multiple marketing channels effectively? So you can automate. Now, luckily, we live in a day and time where there's a whole lot of possibilities, AI, automations, a lot of those things here. Sometimes it's just the lack of knowledge that keeps us where we are. You can start by automating. You can use scheduling apps for social media. Schedule with them, they post for you at a particular time, because you know timing is important. If you're in marketing, you understand that timing is super important to when you post, when your audience are online, not probably when they've gone to bed or when they are busy at work. And then you can set up automated email campaigns. So you can have your email campaigns for the next 6 months already set up, already automated, and you can streamline your content creation with a content calendar, right? The content calendar helps you stay organized, it helps you prepare ahead. You can have a 1 year, in fact, sometimes you can buy these things here, you can pay and then somebody does it for you. And then you have a 1 year content calendar, so you're not having to think, what should I post? So you just, after getting your content calendar, you automate your post on social media. You see, it just works, right? Easy peasy. And then if managing multiple channels is overwhelming, focus on 1 or 2 channels, right, that provide the most return on investment for you. Now, once you are comfortable, it becomes easier to consider maybe outsourcing, right? So maybe you've gotten a lot of profit, you can actually hire a social media manager, or a content creator, or a marketing professional, a digital marketer, and bring on additional help to help you manage additional platforms. So I don't think you should do it yourself. Yeah, you can start yourself, but as time goes on, you should aim to actually get some help. Because at the end of the day, this is profit generating activity. This is something that's going to help you improve your business, your sales, your profit. So you need it. You need to do it well, right? So don't struggle alone and try to cut down on costs because you don't want to spend money, you don't want to automate, you don't want to buy a content calendar. We use money to make money, right? So use money. And then if you still need help with this, you can let us know in the comment section, right? We have a community where we help with some of these things, so you can be given the link to join that community also. It would help you. Now, the next question we have is, what should I do if my audience is spread across different platforms? I'll take it again. What should you do if your audience is spread across different platforms? Now, if your audience is on multiple platforms, consider adopting your content for each platform without necessarily reinventing the wheel. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just adapt your content for each of the platforms. For example, when you write a blog post, you can repurpose that to a YouTube video or to an Instagram infographic, right? And that way you can actually cater to different preferences or because remember, these channels are different, right? So people on Instagram, they vibe with a different kind of content than those on Twitter and those on Facebook and those on YouTube and all of the likes. So and that will also help you maintain consistency across your platforms. So start with your most engaged platform and then expand as needed as time goes on. All right, so next question is, how much should I invest in paid advertising versus organic efforts? I take it again. How much should you invest in paid advertising versus organic efforts? Now, the answer is, it depends on your goals really and your budget. Now, paid advertising is a great way to gain quick visibility, emphasis on quick, right? Especially on platforms like Facebook, platforms like Google, platforms like Instagram, right? But it should complement your organic efforts, right? Not replace it. So your organic efforts like your social media engagement, your SEO, and your email marketing. So they go hand in hand. You have to complement. Both of them have to be in the picture. And also don't focus too much on organic, that you completely ignore paid advertising. That also can be detrimental, because you can be doing really great marketing, content, and all of that, but then it doesn't really get visible. People don't see it because you are focusing only on organic. What organic simply is that only those who already know you would see your content. So if only 30 people follow you and know you, and maybe those 30 people are your friends and your family and your classmates and people from church, it means that they might not even be your audience, right? So it's like you're keeping your business a secret. Nobody would actually know about it, right? So try to infuse paid advertising. Maybe once a month, do a campaign, but be strategic with your campaign so you're not just throwing money down the drain, right? Give out something for free, channel people to your page, get them to follow your page. Just do something. And also don't focus too much on paid ads. Because if you focus so much on paid ads, the day you stop doing those paid ads, you have no organic strategy to fall back on. So both go hand in hand and both complement each other. And ideally, a balanced approach works best, right? So use organic for long-term, organic strategies for long-term, and paid campaigns for short-term boosts or for targeted campaigns that actually will lead to like your top of your funnel. Remember the awareness part of your funnel. If you missed that, we have previous videos that you can actually watch where we explained how the marketing funnel works. So your paid ads can actually be the magnet that takes people down your funnel and then you nurture them until they actually convert, right? So if you are coming across our channel for the first time, means you've not liked, you've not subscribed, you've not hit the notification bell, this is a very great time to do that. We're taking a 1-minute break commercial, so you can actually do that. So hit the like button, the subscribe button, and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the very amazing stuff we have in store for you. We are here to build you, to help you build your business, to build you to becoming the best marketing professional ever, right? And we are committed to this. So we have a lot of more videos coming up for you to teach you how to do this. So just like, subscribe, hit notification bell, and also share this video with your loved ones, people you know are struggling with their businesses, or even if they have a thriving business, they can always do more, right? So if you've learned something, if you've gotten any form of value, kindly share with those who this would actually be valuable to. Now the next question we have here today is how long should I wait before switching to a new marketing channel if the current one is not working? So I'll take that again. How long should I wait before switching to a new marketing channel if the current one is not working? All right, so give every new channel at least 3 to 6 months to see consistent results, right? But if you notice that your engagement is very poor or a very low return on investment after a reasonable testing period, maybe time to either tweak your strategy or try a different platform, right? So that's why you need to always be checking out your analytics, checking your ROI, measuring, trying to see if what you're doing is working. So you know when to stop, you know when to try something different, and you know when to just even bid farewell to a particular platform. Now, always use data to guide your decision making. Don't do guesswork. Guesswork is expensive, right? And don't switch based on assumptions without evaluating your performance on that platform. Sometimes sales might not even involve engagement too. So you have to make sure you use data, make sure you have tried to extract as much data as possible before you give up on a particular channel. The next question is it possible to successfully market on a channel that I am unfamiliar with? Absolutely, yeah. So let me take the question again for those who missed it. Is it possible to successfully market on a channel that you're not familiar with? Absolutely, right? So marketing is really about learning new things, trying new things. Yeah, learning about a new marketing channel can actually take time, or it takes time. Not can, it actually takes time. But then there are plenty of resources, courses, tutorials that are available to help you get started, right? To focus on understanding the platform's audience, the content formats, the best practices, and then you might also consider hiring experts or consultants to help you manage the channel while you get up to speed. Or rather, you can just take more courses, improve your knowledge, study, research, ask questions, join communities, read books, get resources, buy books, read them, ask questions, and try. So the way it works is the more you actually practice, the more you know the right questions to ask. So if you're not really trying, you will not even know what to really ask, right? And you'll not even know what you really need. Some of these things will just come by trial and practice and time. And always be open to learning, be open to extracting data and information. So the next question we have here is, what's the biggest mistake that businesses make when choosing marketing channels? So what's the biggest mistake that most businesses will make when they're trying to choose marketing channels? So you should listen attentively so you know if you're also making this mistake, right? So one of the biggest mistakes is jumping on a marketing channel because it's trendy or because it's popular, without considering if it is where your audience actually spend time. I talk a lot about audiences because I know that at the end of the day, that's the most important part of marketing, the people you are trying to market to. So if my audience are 50-year-olds and then I say I want to go on TikTok because it's trendy, am I going to actually make sales? Except the kids there show their grandparents, I might not make sales, right? So you have to really know where your audience spend time. Don't just go because it's popular, because it's trendy, or because you know people who have made sales or profit from that channel, right? It might work for somebody because of their audience. Remember, you have different audiences, right? Another mistake that businesses make or marketers make, when I say businesses, I'm also referring to marketers because you still work in business, is you're trying to focus on managing too many channels at once, right? So you start and you spread yourself so thin. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere, and you don't really fully commit to any one of them. So it's best to focus on a few core platforms that align with your business goals and scale as you grow based on the results that you get, right? So remember, I don't want to be too hard on yourself. It's a process, it's a journey. Rome was not built in a day, but I need you to have the right approach and the right mindset towards marketing, right? So start small, grow, be open to learning. Even if your boss is putting pressure on you, even if where you work, you're like, okay, or as you're starting now, you feel like, oh, I need to learn everything. I need to just calm down. It's good to be in a hurry, to be curious, to have the zeal to do so much. But in marketing, it's best to take it one step at a time, right? One step. You didn't go from primary 1 to SS3 in one night, right? So pick a platform. You can pick Facebook, pick Instagram, learn about them, master them, pick Twitter. Give yourself that grace to go gradually and to become very good. So it's best you go slow and steady and you get very good than to just rush everything and then you are mediocre across board, right? So if your boss is giving you that pressure, you can just tell them to give you a 6-month time to ease into everything and make sure you report. Reporting is so important. It shows them the progress you are making, shows yourself also the progress you're making, and it also helps you buy time and makes them actually comfortable with releasing more resources to you, right? So the questions we addressed today are questions from the previous video, and there are common struggles that marketers and business owners face with channels, with picking the right marketing channels. So we hope you learned something, and thank you for liking, thank you for hitting the subscribe button, thank you for hitting the notification button, and thank you for sharing the video also with those who need it, who will be glad that you shared it to them. And then we'll see you in our next video, our next class. And also we'll be expecting your comments in the comment section below. Feel free to use it. Feel free to use that comment section as much as you want to. Let us know your questions, your concerns. If there are any questions I did not address, you can actually drop them. Feedback that you might have, challenges you might have, issues you might have, experiences you want to share that might even be helpful to someone else in the comment section. Or you can just even give a shout out to us in the comment section if you enjoyed the video. Thank you, our dearest viewers, for your time. See you in the next class, same place, Zilog School of Marketing channel, and we hope we are going to be interfacing with a better marketer, a better version of you in our next class. Take care.